My name is Kishore Chandiramani and I am a psychiatrist based in England. And today I'm going to talk about some lifestyle issues. And the most important of these is having downtime and how to structure it. Now, we all know that anything that we do creates stress for us. Going out is stressful, going to work is stressful, planning a holiday is stressful, attending a party is stressful, having guests is stressful, shopping is stressful. So every activity puts some stress in our system. So it's like you get up in the morning, perhaps you feel fresh, and at the end of the day you feel tired. It's because the mind is constantly absorbing that stress or reacting to different situations, and it, like a sponge, it picks up stress, and at the end of the day you feel tired. Now your body is also tired, your mind is also tired. You go home, you rest, and your body feels rested. But a lot of people have said to me that they can't switch off their mind. How to give rest to the mind? So one of the things here is that we should have some downtime so that the mind can heal itself, repair itself. But when I ask people what do they do to chill out, normally they say, I go home and I fix a drink and I put the telly on and they feel relaxed. But in my opinion, this is not the activity one should do during downtime, because this is a step down activity. It's less stressful compared to the stress they have faced during the day, but it doesn't de-stress one, because watching television also can create stress. The mind is reacting to what's happening there emotionally as well as at the thought level, and drinking alcohol cuts us off from our inner stress, so the mind doesn't get the opportunity to work on inner stress. And downtime is different from me time. In me time, one is doing activity for oneself, which is pleasurable, enjoyable, whereas downtime is different from me time, because in downtime you are trying to de-stress yourself. So if you are creating a new pleasurable activity, the mind is engaged in that, creating the new emotion, so the old emotion or a negative emotion that was picked up during the day doesn't get worked on. So what we need to do during downtime is that we need to suspend our normal routine. And I say to people, at least half an hour in the morning and an hour in the evening, they should switch from doing to being mode. Now we are all human beings, but if you analyze deeply, we have become human doings. So for at least half an hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening, you switch to being mode. Now what is this being mode? It basically means that you don't do any activity that can create new emotions, both positive and negative, because you are giving tasks to the mind. Even positive activities are a task for the mind. So it should be emotionally neutral activities. Secondly, that activity should not involve too much mental effort. This is something you should be able to do at the spinal level. And there should be no mental checklist of doing things. So say for example you are sitting at home and the door knocks, then you should be spared from that responsibility. Somebody else should open the door. Or a phone rings, then you are spared from that responsibility. And you have no mental checklist of things. And if you say for example you go swimming in that half an hour, if you have given a task to yourself that I will do 2 lengths and 5 breaths, it's not downtime, it's not me time, it's you have given a task to your mind. You may still end up doing the same in the swimming pool, but the goal is not to do that. Goal is to just spend time in the swimming pool, and whatever comes up spontaneously, you are doing it in an effortless manner. That is downtime. So the next thing here is, once we have decided that we are setting aside this half an hour in the morning and 1 hour in the evening for the downtime, then we need to understand what happens during downtime. Are we supposed to just sit still and do nothing? No, you can move around, you can do whatever comes up at the spur of the moment, and if you don't feel interested in it, you can just stop the activity. So any activity that doesn't create any new emotion is all right. Doing DIY in the house, sitting in the garden, lazing around, doing your stretching exercises, or even if you think you are wasting your time, so be it. I call it learning to waste time creatively, because your mind is doing something, although you may not see it as a productive time. And we'll talk about it as to what exactly happens during the downtime. So what happens during the downtime is that all the stressful experiences you have collected during the course of the day, your mind revisits them, and then these experiences are neutralized. But for some reason, if these experiences are not neutralized because you didn't have much downtime, then they go in the unconscious mind with their emotional charge intact. And these emotions will then bounce back into the conscious mind at some stage later on, maybe after a few days or a few months. So it's very important that we process these emotions that we collect on a daily basis at the same time when it's happening or soon after that, so that there are no emotional residues left over to be worked on at a later stage. Now, having downtime is important because it helps us rejuvenate. It's very much like you send your car for servicing, and when the car is being serviced, it can't be running. It has to come to a standstill. Only then it can be serviced. In the same way, we should be able to suspend the activities of the mind for short periods of time so that the inner healing can take place. Emotionally charged experiences can be neutralized so that we are free to take on more work and carry on working.